and we got a brand new guest.
Ghost.
I wasn't supposed to survive. Like I'm supposed to be dead.
Because
It's your responsibility.
as an influencer, you're a role model.
Yes, it's your responsibility.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Qatartainment. I'm your host Abdurrahman,
Jagma.
and we got a brand new guest.
Ghost. There's wandering spirits now. Now our guests are wandering spirits. Okay, but yeah, we have a special guest. Ghost.
Let's just say I have to ruin the intro. It's a tradition here.
Yeah, it happens every time.
You all know him. It's Mr. TiQ.
The ghost.
The ghost.
The ghost. Is it TiQ now? Is it TiQ? How do you say
Yeah.
it?
So if I'm online,
Yeah.
I go like Mr. TiQ.
See, don't worry. Don't worry.
Mr. TiQ, aka Mohannad Bitar.
All right.
If I'm offline,
Yeah.
it's Mohannad Bitar, aka Mr. TiQ.
All right.
That's nice. So
That's
welcome
nice.
welcome to our show, man. Welcome. We are glad to have you.
Nice to see you today.
Thank you very much, guys.
The first
for having me.
time you and I met officially was in the Venom Last Dance premiere.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I think I was there.
you weren't. You were at the Deadpool premiere.
Yes, I
Yeah.
was. That was a good.
That was a good one.
How was the movie for you? What did you thought about it?
Well, it was cool. I haven't been to the cinema in quite a while. Weirdly enough, cinema was such a big part of my upbringing in Qatar. You remember Doha
Oh,
15 years ago, 20 years ago.
Oh man,
The city center.
I saw
The city center was the
I
thing.
saw Alien Resurrections in Doha Cinema. Alien Resurrections.
Oh, I remember that one.
Oh yeah,
That was fun.
that was
So-
that was after Ripley died.
Oh,
You ne-
really?
Yeah, you never know if she's actually gonna have another movie, but then Resurrections came in.
Really, the only time I remember Resurrection was with the what is it called? The video game, the PlayStation 3 one.
Okay.
That's the one that I remember.
Oof, PlayStation
forgot.
3.
Man,
Ajib.
That was
I recently turned on a PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play Call of Duty.
oh boy.
Black Ops 6.
Okay. I don't know. And I remember Rust, Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
The map was Rust. That was my thing. I used to play it with my late father.
Mm-hmm.
I open بدي Rust. Look. It was a process to download and upload and log in and log out and
Yes. Yes.
to get to just start playing. PlayStation 3 and 2 used to put the CD in. Put the CD in.
You don't even need
Plug
to.
it in, you play, you do the loading sign, you go in, you get bored, you turn it off.
That's it.
That's it.
Man, the times were easier back then.
I was gonna break the PS5. It wasn't mine.
Like it was the time where everything was on the disc
Yeah.
and nothing had to be connected to the internet.
But imagine if you had to try the disc got broken or anything like that. You have to buy a whole new disc.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd
that's
rather
fine.
buy a whole new disc and be able to play
Yeah.
than we
logging
had to,
into an account.
I had to log into account. Then I wanted to connect the other player. Then I wanted to play the bots.
Yes.
Against the bots. So that was Modern Warfare, and then you had Black Ops, which was zombies.
Right.
You had survival, and that one you had Modern Warfare. You had survival, and then in
Multiplayer or something like that.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then for Black Ops, you had the zombies.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to play. It was a disaster. We went and we had to update, and by the time the update happened, we had dinner, uhada, and then it was 10 p.m. 10 p.m. It's time to go to bed.
I know it's a problem gamers face these days because everything now is online and you need to be connected to the internet 24/7.
I don't want to play online. I want to play against bots. That's
Yeah,
all I want to
even
do.
playing against bots.
But even then, if you even have the game on disc, because now consoles require disc verification. You need to connect to the internet to make sure that the disc is valid. Otherwise, it just won't work. So
You're joking.
Yeah, no, seriously.
But basically, I was doing a i'lan for one of our clients. So
Yeah.
hala, you had the Black Friday, White Friday, Green Friday, Blue
last
Friday,
week
and
was
Olive
it?
Friday, and Lime Friday.
Cyber Monday. Do we even? do we have some?
No,
We don't
we're
have some
talking
Monday?
about. We're talking
No,
about.
Sorry, but I think we did. I saw Sununu yesterday. They actually got
But
cyber
it's online only.
online only.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, I was filming an i'lan. So PlayStation 5s on discount or like great deals.
Fiber
1,005.
Pro.
هيك لا, you're asking too many details. I don't know.
Okay.
All I see is 1,500, 1,400, 1,000, I don't know what. The 1,700 one had a disc. But I was about to buy
you're
it.
talking about the one with the Fortnite one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortnite bundles,
Yeah.
There is-
1,700?
Yeah, but I wasn't gonna, like, I don't
yeah.
know. I only played, always.
Don't
I
worry,
had
you have
Need
two
for
geeks.
Speed.
We know which one you're talking about.
Anna, for me, Need for Speed,
Mhm.
Call of Duty,
Mhm.
or GTA.
Yeah.
And my GTA, I have my cheat codes. Without cheat codes, I don't play.
Fair enough.
Everyone
Literally.
plays cheat
Fair enough.
So I was like, I'm gonna get it, but then literally, I was like, if I get it, I'm probably gonna throw the PlayStation out the window if it doesn't connect in 3 seconds. So yeah, I'm still thinking about it.
Honestly, fair
Wow.
enough. Honestly, fair.
Yeah.
Then you're definitely excited for GTA 6.
Yeah, I don't keep up.
Fair.
I'm not.
Fair.
Yani, when you guys told me come for a podcast, I was like, my God, I really hope they know that I am not a tech guy. I'm not a gamer. I'm a gadgety guy. I like gadgets. Yani, I have a cover.
Yeah.
Everyone goes like, oh, what's this cover? But it's the same. It's a really cool cover. Very strong magnet for my phone. But since I discovered this brand from the iPhone X, the 10X, whatever. خلاص, this I only
You're
ordered
using that brand.
this brand.
Okay.
Now they have a new one. They have an elite cover. So I tried the elite cover because it fits my brand colors.
Is this a spy gun by any chance?
Nah, this is
May I?
Magback.
Oh, okay.
How does that work? Excellent. Like, what's...
So this is for the thing, your finger, and then you have this when I'm watching something.
Damn.
Then,
Yes.
but all of this I changed, so I customized this to red. So it's my brand colors.
Okay. It's customizable.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but
I wish I can have that.
and literally, if I stick this on my car and I drive, you might feel.
Oh, the
if you
MagSafe
have-
ridges
so
is here,
the-
right?
No, yeah, the MagSafe one will fly off.
Okay.
Damn, that's a very good.
Yeah,
iPhone
but
cover.
so I'm geeky in that sense. But خلاص, I found something that works. If it's not broken, don't fix it. That's my قاعدة.
Oh yeah, that's
I don't
good.
discover something new.
That's a
or
good
هذا. لا.
saying. That's a good. That's a good way to think.
Now, somebody just called me, said, Mohannad, you wanted this thing. It's out of stock. This is the 3rd time. Now I will explore something new, and if I find it, I will never go back.
Oh, okay.
خلاص.
Especially here where like a lot of things
Not
tend
only
to be
here,
out of
everywhere.
stock. Yeah.
لا لا لا. يعني honestly, I give credit when credit's due. I travel to Europe a lot. I live there. Same thing.
Yeah.
That's actually how what's it called, the brand
Which one?
my
Oh,
God.
what is it?
I'm a huge Hugo Boss fan.
Ah, okay.
Everything,
Sorry, go on.
no worries, everything Hugo Boss من زمان. Until they discontinued one of my plain t-shirts across the street, and my fiance was like, oh, come try, there's a brand called Boji. No, I'm not be.
Boji?
I don't want.
Is it like Gucci's retarded cousin?
No, listen, I don't know.
Sorry.
So I said I don't want. La, yes. And try it. I fell in love with it.
Oh, Boji, I know what you're talking about.
Boji Milano.
Yeah,
I think I've seen-
B-O-double-G-I,
I think
yeah.
I've seen a Doha Oasis.
And I never. I still buy from Hugo Boss, but never my plain t-shirts. I went 3 times out
It's
of
about
stock.
preferences,
in
yeah.
Myanmar.
Is this brand actually here? Because I think I
Yes.
saw
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
I think I've seen DFC.
Mm.
But look, this is another thing, honestly, about.
It is in DFC. Yes. You're
Yeah,
correct.
another thing about brands or Nasili, like they bring wakalat.
Mhm.
I always feel like the standards that are put on these brands internationally are much better and more controlled than the ones here. So if you don't have a good distributor or a good wakil,
Yes.
Yeah.
Essentially.
خلاص doesn't go anywhere. يعني with my luck, a lot of the brands I buy from, whether it is clothes or Lego or whatever, I have issues with them.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. If
And
you
I again, I'm keeping it general. I don't want to
course.
I'm not here to you know harm anyone. But فعليا really I say this out of love. I called, I message, I did. What else am I buy from you every month. The least you can do is.
You're regarding the overpricing.
No.
What is
if
it?
you want to talk about Lego,
Delivery
Actually.
that disappears.
Huh.
No answering the phone.
Wait.
I order online, and so for example, I have a delivery company, you know that, right?
Right.
Right? I told you.
I think you did. What was it
So I
called?
have a delivery company. It's B2B. So we deliver to our customers, our like the retailers' customers.
all right.
So
Yeah.
as a person ordering, for example, from company X on their online store,
Yeah.
you will never know us because we will call you. Hi, we have your delivery from company X. Is ready. No, we're delivering.
So you're actually a delivery company for
the
companies.
middleman,
Yes,
essentially.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah, but
only
you
do-
can't order from us, and as an end user, you will never know us.
Yes.
So.
Like a mandoob, you know, like that's how we call it.
No, إحنا يعني
No, I know you guys are much bigger than a
Mandub,
mandoob.
mandub for a company, basically.
but basically, but
Yeah.
we're a tech company because it comes out of the route optimization. Our system and software is the value of the company.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, anyways,
I wanted to continue on the Lego thing. As someone who actually collects,
I'm getting to you.
All right,
I'm
okay.
getting to you.
Just don't mention that you're an engineer.
See,
Um,
now you're mentioning it. Now that's a you problem. That's not mine.
I know.
But go
I
on.
regret that now.
Yeah.
He
But
gets very, very, very narcissistic. When,
listen, you have to, you know? You kind of have to. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
You know? But anyways, go on.
Yeah.
I forgot.
So,
Go on with the supplier thing and Lego.
right, so
before
your
that,
company B2B.
Yeah, but I forgot what the point was.
I'm so sorry about this.
See, this is all your
Huh?
fault,
I'm
man.
so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. But-
Yeah, I forgot.
While you're going to think about it,
Mm.
my team have pulled up this one. If you could just tell us about it. This is your very first post on Instagram.
It's the very first post that you can see. Everything else is archived.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
So this is the
tell
view.
us about this. Roll on, Mr.
This
TiQ.
is the sorry, memories.
I know, you're getting back.
This is the view from my parents' house
Mhm.
in Attersee, Austria, which is one of the lakes next to Salzburg.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's.
So I checked. So
I haven't been back since my father passed away. It's been what? 2 years. Two and a bit years.
Mm.
2021 August was the last time I was there.
3 years.
Yeah, almost.
almost
3 years.
yeah. So like,
Yeah.
so you've mostly been like everywhere. Let's just say you lived around like many places. Because I also check because your bio has like many nationalities. So like, there's Lebanon, there's Palestine, there's America, and there's Qatar. So tell us more about that.
So let's
Before we continue, you probably know he's a content creator. So not much to say.
I think they already know.
Yes, I'm just.
for those that don't know,
Yes,
For
of
those
course,
who don't
being
know,
humble, be humble.
See, people understand humility and don't go like full 100, Celine Dion.
Calm down.
So my name is Mohannad Bitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason I'm named Mr. TiQ on Instagram is because I'm the founder of This Is Qatar,
Yeah.
which is one of the first. You see, you have I Love Qatar, WGO, Qatar Living, but we were one of the first to come up at that in the same social media era to cover Qatar, its happenings, its events, and so on and so forth.
And soon you'll have Qatartainment.
Yeah, and so that's about that.
Mm.
Where I'm from, so I was born in the US. My mom is like my mom's side family were Palestinian, but متجنسين Qatari like,
Okay.
or maybe before, I don't know, whatever. And my dad, my late father, is Lebanese. That's where the mix comes from. But for me, home is Qatar. Like, if you forget passports and all of that, ID, because for example, I have an American passport. I haven't been to the US in almost 10, 11 years, and I don't even want to go. You get what I like?
I get it.
I have no connection. Lebanon, I love visiting, but that's it. If people were about to like to ask me where I'm from, I'd say I'm Qatar. I don't need a passport to tell me where I'm from, because home for me, everything I have, everything I hold dear is here. So yeah. In terms of Austria, when my parents they used to travel a lot, they fell in love with Austria early 2000s, and since then they were looking for a house to be able to buy. But we have a relatively big family, so we're 5 kids and my parents. So that was difficult until they found this house. I think 9 or something, refurbished it, whatever, and then we were there. So then we started going so much more often. And then I discovered one of the neighboring towns an international school. Like, hidden in a corner in the forest.
Especially in Austria, where it's like they don't have, like here where it's like government schools and the private schools where they're large scale. There they have like depending on.
My school had 200 people.
Oh, okay. That's actually relatively small, actually.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Like as a total of
Whereas
students?
comparing here,
As a total of students?
Yeah.
whereas here it's a relatively like at least 400, 500, 600, at minimum,
Oh, yeah.
La, la, la.
So-
You had from the small ages to the big ages.
Yeah.
200.
Yeah, whereas like here, for example,
Here
for
you
middle
have
school,
per
400,
grade. Per grade, you have 100.
Yeah.
Qatar Academy when I wasn't here.
Yeah.
So I started in the French school, which is now Lycée Bonaparte. That used to be Lycée Français. I went to Qatar Academy, all the way to like I think like grade 10 or 9. Then we discovered that school, we applied to it, and I moved there, finished my school there. Once I finished, or during the process of me finishing school, I had a mountain accident. During that mountain accident, which was it's on May 17th, like I celebrated like my birthday. I wasn't supposed to survive, like I'm supposed to be dead. Yeah. SubhanAllah moment. I made it out. I don't know, I got stuck for more than 5-6 hours. They found me 10:55 p.m. Yeah. Anyways,
Unconscious.
no, I was conscious by that.
Okay.
What state were you in? Like injured and
Hyperthermia.
Okay.
very cold. Okay, that's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Especially in
In Austria.
Yeah.
It
So
is
and I
snowing.
passed out and I woke up, and that was a subhanallah moment. Because usually when you pass out from hyperthermia, you don't wake up. Like it's the easiest thing to get out of the pain. But anyways, and that kind of changed my life. Then I went back I came back to Doha for the summer or something, but I knew I needed to do something. I was already very active, so I wanted to do something because I didn't wanna. I had this thing. I didn't want to waste my life. Okay, if I truly died, yes,
You want to contribute.
I have a lot of people that would like me, would miss me, whatever. But I've had so many friends that passed away. Allah yarhamhum, all of them. There are some of them that, after a year, 2 years, you don't hear about them. No. And I think this is a very good measure. Today, my dad, it's been 3 years since he passed away. People still call me to Yazzu or whatever. You get what I mean?
Yes.
And my grandfather passed away 12 years ago. I still hear about him. My other grandfather passed away 46, 47 years ago. He left behind like an empire. You get what, like,
Yeah.
people still talk about him.
Yes.
So this is what I want to do. I came back to Doha. I kicked off a business. I went back to school, finished school in Austria. So I was working remotely, and I was already working. University time came. My parents wanted me to apply here, blah, blah, and I started something in Austria. Moved to Vienna. It's like 2.5 hours away, and I applied to a few universities, got accepted. That's it, and a convenience thing. And then my business started growing in Doha, so I started flying back and forth. My dad got sick. I moved back to Doha more like full time, so it's not 50-50 time wise, and to focus on work. And I still had university, so I do like semester. But I had a heads up about Corona, because I moved back before Corona and I started online, so online wasn't a thing yet. I got a special exception.
Okay.
So people say that I knew Corona was coming because everyone was learning how to work online, but I was already doing it.
Back then, Zoom made such a killing at it.
Yeah.
That you learned in those majors that you are currently applying in your career.
Again?
How much of what you've learned?
So you
in
study
university-
business.
Yeah.
Sorry, you study business management. Are you applying it now to This is Qatar and many other factors of your companies and stuff like that? Your everyday life.
I don't want to be rude to education systems, but me as an individual, I believe each person learns their own way. I'm a very visual learner and a hands-on kind of person.
Oh yeah.
So aside from being a content creator, some people call me a serial entrepreneur because I've dipped my toes in a lot of things in the past 10 years, business-wise.
Okay.
So, of course, university is very important. Education in general is very important. It teaches you many things, but the theory side of it,
Too theoretical.
It's very contextual.
yeah, exactly. It's too theoretical. The best teacher I've ever had were all the mistakes that I've.
Yes.
Yeah, so many mistakes.
Life was your best teacher.
Exactly. So many mistakes, situations, circumstances. Today, you guys have Qatartainment.
Definitely.
I don't know. We just spoke about.
This was made with guts and blood and sweat and tears. Actually, not much blood or sweat, but lots of tears.
There was sweat. It's okay.
But for example,
Yeah,
we spoke about some of the mics, right?
yeah. You mentioned roads.
Yeah, I mentioned Road.
Yeah.
Being part of a startup, even though we still operate somewhat, some of my companies still operate somewhat of a startup, but this is Road. It's, let's say, 3,000 riyals. This is another brand. It's 1K. As an example.
Yeah.
Because it's so tough starting off a business, financials and I've done it. You guys are gonna do it. Everybody else is gonna do it. You're gonna be like, what's 1K1, and it's gonna get damaged. So you're gonna realize that, okay, I need to change it. So you're gonna buy another one. 1 year down the line, you're gonna be like, oh wow, we spent 3K.
We should have just got
where
the
if you just
roads.
got this one, it's
Begin
gonna
with.
save. It's gonna save, but it's easier to say get this one, but I don't have the cash for it. But and so on and so forth. Those are your best teachers. When you, I don't know, take a loan, and because everyone's very optimistic, right? Start off a business, you go like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a Lamborghini at the end of the year. Yeah, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
If it was that easy, we'd all have Lamborghinis.
Little bit.
So and so on and so forth. Those are the true teachers. I had a public speaking class. Yes, okay, I'm a kind of person that comfortable speaking publicly and so on.
All right.
But where did I really excel at speaking in public? Sure. I messed up. I had I was like, oh crap, I didn't learn my line, and now there's all these people in front of me.
Or an execution is bad. Like, yeah, it happens.
Oh, the mic stopped working. Now I'm red. There's 300 people in front of me.
Improvisation.
Whatever. My hands are shaking, so the paper is moving. It's wiggling. I need to put it here. Paper. So
Doesn't make you sound like you're nervous. Yeah.
And so on and so forth. I'm giving you very quick, brief examples.
Oh yeah.
And so on and so forth. So yes, education is important. It teaches you other things. It teaches you social skills. It teaches you deadlines. But it doesn't teach you how to think outside the box at all. Actually, very, very funny story.
Yeah.
So I was a bit of a disaster, absolute disaster when I jumped into work, simply because I'm a Ender says in podcast. Don't call me. Mاشي. Anyways, so I'm a creative person.
Yes.
What are these people? Also, I'm a numbers person, and these two usually don't come together. And
Creative
what
and humblest?
numbers.
Person.
So when you put these two together,
يرمشوا.
يفوتوا بالحيط. They hit the wall. They start banging their heads against each other.
Optimist, realist.
Yeah, until I learned how to use them together. So I went from someone that doesn't know how to do anything simply because I'm creative, so I'm fawdawi, like all over the place. I'm a numbers person. I'm also creative and this, so I'm not good at any of them. Until I learned, and it took me quite a few years. If you ask me how I learned it, I don't know. But I'm sure I kept hitting the wall to the point where I had to figure it out. Until I learned how to use them both. So rather than just being a weirdo, doesn't know how to do either, I think this gave me an edge on many other people because all my businesses are operated in a creative way, but also very numbers oriented. Doesn't make money. X. It doesn't make money.
But it's
But
fun.
it gives me a it hits one of my objectives that are non-tangible or like PR or connections or brand. I'll do it.
Exposure.
Yeah. Numbers people don't think about that. So that allowed me to up my game. And you can't learn that anywhere. And going back to what I initially started saying, a funny story is because I was a numbers person in university, they used to give us criteria for a class. Assignment, this is into the class, this is 5%, this is 20%, blah 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 blah. Your final exam is 30%, and so on.
The syllabus where they always give it.
So there were a few classes where you had 10 you had like a bunch of different weekly assignments which don't give you 3%, 4%. Yes, please. All weekly assignments for the entire semester, but they don't even come up to 3% of my grade.
Yes.
So I didn't do them because I was already working. The teacher used to tell me, "Why don't you didn't submit your assignment?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna submit it."
Because?
And I was just like, "What do you mean you're not gonna submit it?" I was like, "How just fail me for that 3%? I don't want it." "No, you have to do it." I was like, "I don't have to do anything." Fail, like I didn't submit it, so put 0.
Is it gonna fail you? Was it gonna fail it completely?
No, because 3% of my class. I don't want the 3%. I'm not trying to get an A. I'm trying to pass, get a B and
Move on.
B minus, whatever. That's my target. I didn't have big طموحات or
See,
like
this is
you know
what I hate about the education system here.
so let me
They want to overwork you. Sorry.
yeah
They want to overwork you to the bone, make you feel like that this is real life.
yeah it's not. So anyways, she said you have to do it. I was like, I don't have to do anything. So I was like, why do you want me to do it? Like, because I'm Dr. whatever her name was.
Oh, and
I was like, and see that is exactly why I'm not gonna do it. Thank you very much. And me, because you can't tell me I do
Yeah.
everything right.
If you're following, then yes, you're correct.
Leave me alone. And the teachers which I was really good with and understood me, until today I'm in touch with them, because yes, education ala rasi, and you need it, and you need that degree, and you need to go to school, and because you learn so many things, social skills, everything. You there's no way out of it. Yani, one of the things, when my dad passed away, even though he loved what I was doing for work, he made me promise that I will finish my uni. And it took me like 8 years to finish uni. I graduated before the World Cup.
Wow, years.
Yeah, but again, not because I was failing.
No.
But I was studying
And working at the same time.
No, I was studying one semester, then I'd take a break and focus on work bil season. Yeah, I'd study in the summer, and so on. You need it. There's no way around it. But also, teachers need to understand that you having a doctorate, just to have a doctorate, isn't it's not real life. So yes, you need to study. Yes, if you do a doctorate, you should be proud of it, but to utilize it. So, and each student is different. I'm a very stubborn person, a very hard-headed, very confident, which hurts me sometimes, but that's me. And there are some people that are softer. You have to deal with each person differently. It's like having staff members. The creative team that we have, I mean, if you give him a comment in the wrong way, that you didn't like something in the video, he wouldn't know how to continue working that day. You need to manage. And if a teacher can't manage the students, then you got a problem.
Of course.
I do share a sentiment with that. Like when I was in university studying, and so although yes, I was, studying, doing all of this, I would mostly do all of the assignments just, because they did it. But it was mostly about the people you meet and the trials and errors you meet, from staying up late.
By people, you mean the teachers or the students, or both?
Honestly, all of them, like that's how it actually works, because when you're going to university, you're learning A, B, C, D, and then you're going, but you're also learning a lot of things about yourself that you have never learned. Your personality,
you're tested in situations,
habits, your like difficult things that happens, or just unfair things that happens that's just out of your control. Like that's what makes university worth it. Because I know like a lot of people tend to like complain about what they learned in high school and they're not applying it, what they're learning in university, but honestly it doesn't matter, because what you're gonna learn from the ground up in university is infinitely different than what you're learning in high school. And of course, when you graduate and then you go to work, it's also completely different. Like things that I learned in university that I'm like not even applying like 10% of it.
Do you know what was the most common thing I used to hear being in university? Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's fine. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So like things that I've learned like 10% of it, but it's fun because every day I'm learning new things from people who have way more experience than me. Like in my company, I'm like the youngest person in the entire power plant. Literally, like even though 23, like I'm the youngest out of them. Like there are people like around 50, 60. Like they have absolute experience. Like I'm learning from them and they're doing what they're doing. I'm seeing their thought process. I'm seeing how they're thinking, how they're communicating with clients, companies, major corporations.
Becoming a people person and a tech person.
And just being a technical person, how to handle being professional with people who have like speaking disabilities, or like people who are just, hot-headed, or they have anger issues, like how to deal with them, how to deal with many sorts of people. That's what makes it worth it.
Of course.
Honestly.
Look,
and yes, what did you want to?
One of the most common things I used to hear being in school and university, even though personally I don't like the education system. But doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Yeah. And I'm not saying this just because we're on a podcast, the right thing to say. No, you need to do it.
By education system, you mean in general or in certain places?
It's broken.
Okay.
Cool.
Why?
Because it's it's done in a way where it's for the mass in terms of one way applied to all. When I went to that small school, my sports science teacher, which by the way I was on the way to fail, realized that I'm a visual learner. I memorized the entire body by going to the boat shed, taking the balloons, the noodles for the water and all that, and literally building out a human heart, and I memorized it. When I didn't. This is the I don't know what this is. No, when I built it out, I memorized it. He adapted to me. This is how I
see. This is a teacher that should be commended.
Yes, until now he's my mentor. His name is one of my mentors. His name is Jeremy House. Until now, I'm in touch with him. Until now, and this guy is now the principal of Amadeus International School in Vienna, which is a art school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was my sports science teacher, and he was the vice principal of my school. Anyways, the most common thing I used to hear being in school and uni from other students is, I can't wait to be done with my school. I can't wait to be done with uni. Baby, we ain't talking about that. Like, I don't want anyone telling me how you throughout your entire life will continue learning.
Yeah.
It's the education system. It's to get a paper, fine, but people don't get that you need to learn, continue learning. And being one of my first businesses being in media, it got to my head also. I stopped learning. It took me so long to get out of that so that I can start learning again.
Become grounded.
Get grounded. And if I didn't push as hard as I pushed, I wouldn't be where I am today, because I would have hit the wall. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Learning isn't education system, and learning is it's two different things.
You were your own worst enemy at that time.
Yeah, and people think that the education system is learning. No, it's two different things. Two different things.
Thank you. Yeah, people need to understand there's the actual learning is not meaning learning to read to read a book or copying what's on the board. You need to understand the lesson itself. How is it done? But the problem is they just keep repeating what's done on a daily basis. As you said, apply to all.
Oh, I know. Our parents, their generation was the memorizing generation, if you remember.
Oh yeah.
My dad once told me he memorized an entire book. He had a very good memory. He memorized an entire book, and he aced the test. They thought he was a cheater. He just memorized it. I was like, yeah, but did you understand anything? He's like, no, because that's how the education system was, so I memorized it, and that's it. So استفدنا. Again, my dad was constantly learning. He had a lot of situations. Same thing with your parents and your parents. No matter who it is, situations make or break you. University, when you live at your family's house and you're no longer in your family's house in university, you're tested in all ways. Being influenced badly. Are you hanging out with the right people? Who are your real friends? Are you going to sleep so that you can wake up to uni, or are you going to go out or play PlayStation or play whatever, or go out to whatever it is, and ditch and fail the class? This is what uni life is.
I want to get back to the parents actually, because my parents did explain to me about their time when they were studying.
Oh, I'm gonna show
when
this to
they
your
were
parents,
like, sorry.
I'm gonna show this part only to your parents.
So like at the time when they were young and they were still in school, at the time, because even in Qatar when they were like, we're talking about
Very nice karak.
Thank you.
Homemade.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So at the time where they were studying, like they studied because they had to study, not because they wanted to study or they wanted to learn, because there was at the time where money was crucial.
Oh yeah.
At the time, money was really crucial during the 80s, 70s, like those times. It was really crucial. That was at the time.
But after that, أيام العز جت.
That's before fossil fuels.
I never went to university.
Really?
Oh yeah.
He never went to university.
Yeah. After 2010, I passed my exams. Then I immediately start working for Al Jazeera, and here I am now. 14 years later, I work at TiQ. But that's only but I did get promoted along the way. But all that is through perseverance and experience. Not much wasta in there, to be honest. But yeah, some things.
Wasta is a double-edged sword, huh?
You know what? It's actually one of the. Now let's talk about that for a minute. Wasta.
Before that, I want to continue about parents. So at the time, they had to, they had to study for it. They had to work hard for it, because at the time money was crucial. That was before fossil fuel was found in the Middle East. And so they had to just, they didn't care about the education at that time because it wasn't a priority thing. But now in this time, it's now more important.
We have more options too.
Because your life will be much better if you have, certain degrees or at least a bachelor's now.
Forget about that. The fact that you completed it is already an achievement, and it teaches you that when you start something, finish it. And if you pay for university, you paid, for example, 2 years, and it's a 3-year course, 4-year course. If you stop, you wasted 2 years of.
Yeah.
So, and you don't want to look at it as money. You have a lot of money and you don't want mind. Then look at it on another side. You start something, finish it.
That's what gamers say. It can't end on a loss.
Yeah. But interesting.
Right. So I've had several things I wanted to ask, the standing on nails challenge.
I have them with me.
Seriously? You actually have it? Oh.
Standing on nails?
Okay.
You actually stood on nails?
Today's day 205.
Yes.
Me standing on nail every single day, except my birthday, because everyone nafani and they said it's okay.
May
Your
17?
birthday. No, my actual birthday is 26 September.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So tell us, how did it start? And just for our audience to hear about it.
How it started?
205 days ago. Tell us.
Someone challenged me. They're like, "Oh, you can't. You always run away, and you don't do it because I tried it." Like, I don't run away from anything. They're like, "Okay, I dare you, do it. You want content? Do 1 year of this." Like, okay, that's it.
Oh, really?
And but then obviously there's a deeper side of that conversation, because it was like, why the hell I tried it here? Why does someone stand on nails? They're like, it allows you to control your anger. I was like, I did that with Muay Thai because I used to have a very bad temper. So what were we saying? You were asking me about standing on nails, right?
Yes.
So somebody challenged me. I was like, okay. And then they were like, I was like, I don't need anything to keep my cool because I already keep my cool. I learned that through Muay Thai. Then they're like, yeah, but it also helps blood circulation. I was like, my blood's circulating fine. And
even though you have multiple ways to increase the blood circulation, but standing on nails, I guess, is one of them. Yeah.
Then they're like, but also allows you to manage your stress. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then they're like, it helps you fall asleep faster. I was like, Habibi, if I just do this right now in the podcast, I'll fall asleep in 30 seconds. I know how to control my mind to fall asleep now. So I don't need that. So I said, you know what? Let's try it. I started exploring, and yeah. And I've thought about stopping it because I got bored. But also,
But come on.
I'm gonna do it.
Can't end on a loss,
I said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
And you did it.
Well, day 205, I committed to 1 year, 365 days of standing on nails.
And I cannot wait to see the last day.
Last day is
You
probably
have to
be
come
like,
back. You have to come back.
listen up, boys. Day 369. Peace out. And I'm never doing this again.
You have to come back to us once you do 365.
Like literally.
So yeah.
I even like noticed in your stories, like I saw where you uploaded the day 1 and 2, where you were like going through excruciating pain.
So you're keeping track.
Yeah. Oh no, it's recorded. All of it's recorded. Actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
I have to upload every single day. And I also added that if there are days where I don't do it, whatever the day is, so let's say today's day 205,
Right.
The first person that notices, so like if I wake up the next day and it's still not there, the first person that notices will receive 5 Qatari riyals times the day. So if it's day 205, 205 times 5.
Oh, I cannot wait for you to mess up day
Don't worry, I
364.
don't miss out.
Budget for Qatar, budget for Qatar.
Budget.
I'm waiting for you to mess up.
Habibi.
Trust me, I'm gonna be the first to notice.
Keep
Shimenno.
watching that Instagram story.
Even though, by the way, once I uploaded it at night, but you know how Instagram sometimes messes up, and
Oh yeah.
so the upload took so long. So I woke up in the morning, it was still uploading, but no one noticed. All right, nice.
Lucky you.
How's that even possible?
It depends on
it's
the
a
server actually. Like
Is it a story or a
Story.
It's actually a server thing.
Oh, yeah.
Where you
Or when
know-
I traveled to Greece in the summer, yeah, and the reception was so bad. My God.
It tends to happen sometimes when you're switching from Wi-Fi to 5G or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What country was that again?
Greece.
So when are you gonna travel to Greece again?
Trying to get travel plans, Ghanem?
No, just
gonna mess up.
so they can mess up.
Oh,
So I can ask.
Yeah, and look, thankfully I'm very busy at work, so won't see any soon-to-be travels.
Let's hope there's like a Qatari event in Greece for you to go there and then mess up. Let's
Look,
I'm
Greece has good connection. I was just in Costa Navarino, which is like 3 hours away from Athens, middle of nowhere. So it was beautiful. That's why I enjoyed it so much.
Of course, but I also enjoy telling you that you messed up a day. But yeah,
I guess, Tabro, you have
You know,
to.
yeah.
you want to really catch him? Catch him on day 300.
really?
Why is that?
Why?
The times 5.
No, 300 day 363
I mean,
or
yeah,
64, 65. You know.
I mean, sure.
That's another thing.
But 365 is the last day, so if he messes it, it messes.
But I
that.
did want to tell you something. I saw your first day and second day, and then I saw your 203 and 4. Like at the beginning, you were like very like it's very painful, of course, because it's first time, the body is not recognizing it, and then at day 203, it's like
whatever.
you're normal. It's like
Yeah.
completely fine,
Now
the
look,
body adjusted.
I initially I was trying to always truly stand as long as I possibly can. After a while, I just started, 2 minutes, say whatever I have to say, get off. That's it. Now, what I did realize when I was trying to beat my records is if I were to do it, for example, right now, I'm very tired. I haven't eaten. I'm starving. I'm cold. Long day. Khalas, that's it. As soon as I'm done from here, I packed my bag. I'm not going back to the office. I'm going straight home, trying to catch an early night and order as soon as I leave from here, so the food arrives when I arrive. Hopefully, if it's not late, as usual. Eat. If I do it now, khalas, my willpower is gone. If I do it first thing in the morning,
Yes, your body rested.
it's different. Now, if I had a very mentally challenging day, but physically I'm fine, I can stand for it. You get what I mean? Like my record's like 25, 26 minutes, and I got off because I got bored. But I was so busy that I put the laptop in front of me on a stand. Like the laptop was on a stand and I was just working. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna play music, guys. Yalla, peace out. Oh,
And
then
kept working.
and then someone from my team told me, "Yalla, Mohannad, you have to get off. We have an event." Or else I would have just stood there.
Speaking of events, as a content creator who like posts about Qatar every day, you're out to events, you're out to record, you're out to like try things that are public, private, or whatever, does your social battery ever dies?
Of course it does. Everyone's social battery dies, but not for long. You get what I'm like? I love what I do. I love meeting people, and I always tell people that my personal social media was built on
Your
Mohannad,
personality.
on my personality and Mohannad Bitar. So even if you delete Instagram today, I stopped using Instagram. Nothing's really gonna change. The only thing that's gonna change is I'm not gonna say on story, but I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about it, and I'll tell everybody I meet about it.
That's good.
And do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why that's something that people don't really understand. People that work with me, whether it is a brand or whatever, you have 3 benefits. Benefit 1, viewership. Cool. Benefit 2, my personality while I'm promoting or talking about something. And keep in mind, credibility is very important. So I actually go and try out every single thing. Again, it's very, very, very rare that I don't have anything good to say. But those are stuff that you won't see online because I won't say anything bad, but I won't say anything good. I just won't say anything. And then the third thing is I meet a lot of people. So yes, I'm a content creator. I go to events, blah, blah, blah. But also I'm a business owner. So I'm connected in so many fields. So whoever works with me, you have a
It's hard for you to not meet a new person. And you're
yeah,
like,
but but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that whatever brand I'm working on, if it's something really cool, I'm gonna be yapping about it to people that I meet. So you have 3 ways of promotion. Where most people come, whatever, they have their elan, but they're not social people. And that's what I also tell my team. If you're here for a job, just so that you can have a job,
Just talk about that. Not talk about anything else.
No. If you're here at This Is Qatar, just for the sake of checking that you have a job, so you have a salary and so on, I recommend you quit or don't even get into it. Why? Because you will crash. Today, we're 4th of December. It's been 4 weekends since my team was off. Every single weekend we've had events and filming and shooting and I don't know what, and there's no such thing as we come in at 8 a.m. and we're out of the office at 5. That's the nature of the business. So if that's not your thing, and somewhat obviously we get stressed out, we get tired, but if that's not really your thing, you will fail eventually because you can crash. And that's what I also say about social media. If I don't like what I'm gonna do, if I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, tomorrow, I'm filming in the morning. I have something cool for Toyota coming up.
Okay.
Right?
Something cool's cooking.
Something cool's cooking. I can't go like, oh well, I woke up, I have a headache, or my hair's not good. There's none of that. So, but because I like what I do, so I know it's not gonna be a problem, unless God forbid something really, really, really bad happens. I'm gonna do it.
Agree.
So
you can't let something
you
put
can't
down.
live a lie like you get what like if this is not my thing, I can't live it's impossible. Does that make sense?
I get it.
So
it makes sense.
So and again, keep in mind I'm a very public person, but I'm also a very private person. Yeah, but I'm a private person with very few things. Else open for
I'm glad you pointed that out because I wanted to ask you about people who are like new to influencing, being a content creator. How do they blur their line or like set a line between what is they can share it public or what is private?
That's every
It's a different, it's like a recent thing where it's like, a lot of people tend to be too comfortable online.
Yeah.
And they share something that are like not really supposed to share.
And most of those are countries in the West, while countries in
I think it's also
but by the way,
it's the world
a quick thing. So obviously nobody's perfect, right?
Of course.
Agree, right?
Yeah.
I do bad. Yeah, I have bad habits. You have habits. You have bad habits. Everybody in the world has some sort of
saying I have bad habits, but
somewhat everyone has something negative about them or something to improve, let's say. People think that there are certain things that for example, I have like a criteria of things that I don't do online. Yeah. For example, kids. I don't film like the family kids or whatever.
I think we all agree, like, no, kids
and
should
so on and
watch.
so forth. Yeah. So, for example, some people think that this is about, about our culture, والحسد and the evil and so on. But no, even if I grew up in Europe and I was in Europe, I wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not only because of the hasad part, but also, once it's online, it's online. Do you get what I mean?
Stay forever.
If, for example, if you're a person that for instance, smokes, yeah, a lot of people that smoke, right? People think that I wouldn't smoke on camera. Not because we're in Qatar or anything, no. And
You just
that's
would like to show people that you smoke.
If you put a bad habit
no.
online,
No, it's your responsibility. It's media ethics. And this is what we lack today. Maybe you have a responsibility. Now there's one person that really, really admires you and you influence that person with a bad habit.
They would.
That's new. So it's not about, wallah, that we're in Qatar or it's a Muslim country. No.
because
It's your responsibility.
as an influencer, you're a role model.
Yes, it's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Low you have, not even as an influencer, low you have 5,000 followers, 2,000 followers, 1,000 followers.
One follower.
If you don't know every single one of them, and you can influence somebody in a negative way, haram. Like it's not even halal and haram. It's the wrong thing to do.
Exactly.
You asked, well, there's a lot of influencers. It's much more than, hi guys, we're here with Qatartainment.
Too generic. Too generic.
Who's
Yeah.
Qatartainment?
Okay, no worries.
5 minutes
Yes.
warning, ماشي.
Yeah, I can't read that.
Yeah, I had to.
It's just like 5 minutes to end the episode.
But basically, he's saying,
Go on.
يلا بسرعة خلص.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying there's media ethics. You have responsibilities. The easiest thing to do in the world is today Qatartainment did something bad to me, rather than speaking to you guys.
Which we will never do.
Qatartainment did this, baby. You're abusing your power.
Yeah.
You're abusing your power.
People have
in all the years I was on social media, I've turned to my social media specifically on a certain brand maybe once or twice, but that's because I've exhausted every way, from customer service to wastas to finding the owner, all of that. I've exhausted it all.
You played all your cards and none of them
Every
went.
single one. And now it's my duty to make sure that people know, because and if you were the customer, this is not acceptable. But again, I'm talking about that one time this happened. I ordered something for like 15,000 riyals. It was late 3 weeks. I paid. Hello. You can't not answer the call, and you can't tell me it's coming today every single day.
Yeah, that's unprofessional.
Yeah, you can't do that. I nasbi. It's almost theft. So, and this takes you the delivery, the whole delivery thing. Cash on delivery is such a big thing until now, and I can tell you because I have a delivery company, so we collect cash from people.
Of course.
And it's not because they don't have cards. Most of it, and I do cash on delivery, it's because of trust. Unless if I'm ordering from, I don't know, Virgin, Tavola, somebody a brand that I know, I'll never pay online.
If you know how they work.
If I'm ordering from anything international standards, I don't mind paying, because I know no matter what happens, they're gonna answer. My money's not gonna disappear. Does that make sense? That's why cash on delivery is such a big thing. And we recently have a client that wants to stop cash on delivery, and they stopped it. Their orders got slashed 60% down
Because they didn't want to stop, or
they stopped it.
Okay.
People don't trust you enough yet, even though they're very good, mashallah alayhum, amazing service, quality, everything. But still, people عندهم, they have a عقدة, they have
A trust issue.
a trust issue. So, did you do anything wrong? No, they didn't. But that's the consequence of their license.
Yes.
You get what I mean? It's like I don't know, if you got backstabbed so many times, you're gonna have trust issues. Did I do anything wrong to you? No, I didn't. But خلاص, you learned your lesson. So yes, it's gonna stay in the back of your mind. So
I completely agree, because in this day and age where there are many social media or online stores or e-commerce websites out there that you don't trust because it's the first time you're dealing with them, there are certain ways you don't know if you can trust them or not.
So, before we end this episode, I had one last thing I wanted to ask, especially from Mr. TiQ.
this unbranded is very yummy.
Really? Okay. I wonder if they'll know which. I think they can guess from that shape.
And did you guys ask them to answer questions?
Oh no, it's not live streamed. It's
yeah, it's not
pre-recorded.
live stream.
Oh,
And
Oh yeah, it's in the outro.
Guys, whoever can tell me in the comments below what brand of water this is,
he's gonna give
Gets-
you 5 reals.
gets Bose. Okay?
Honestly, should have been 5 reals, so I can answer it.
Habibi, no 5 real, no
Not even cash on delivery.
nothing.
Oh, come on.
That's worth 1,000 riyals right there.
See, oh.
فلس مش دافع. Okay.
So your last fills, we wanted to know.
Yeah.
In a market, in social media market in Qatar, what's your advice for someone who is about to start, who is seeing your content, or not even just anyone? How can someone just start? And how to build their social media profile and start their social media career in Qatar?
Good question. It's very funny because I just filmed a video speaking about Cristiano Ronaldo, even though I'm not a football guy. But
Neither
he
do
has,
both of us.
he is now the football player with the most wins ever. Yeah. I don't know anything about football, but that wasn't the topic. That wasn't the idea. The idea was the only reason he was able to do that is because he competes with one person. Anyone know who that person is?
And Messi.
Himself. He competes with one person, and mark my words, now he hit the record. He will keep beating his own record every single time. Every single time. He's not gonna be like, I made it. There's no I made it. So to answer your question, focus on yourself. Watch others to get inspiration, to learn.
And then challenge yourself.
Yeah. Challenge yourself. Find a new way to do something. That doesn't mean you're focusing on other people, you're learning. But look at it not from a ghira.
Jealousy.
Oh my god, I'm using a lot of Arabic. By the way, 4 years ago I couldn't do a sentence in Arabic. Faster. Anyways, not from jealousy, not of why, how come he has this car? What did you do to be able to afford this car so I can learn? That's big thing in our mindsets that you have to get dug in. You have to, anyone starting off, control your ego, keep learning, keep exploring, try out new things. You don't you're not sure about your hair, your hat, whatever, yalla. Post,
Enjoy the process.
Post. Let's see, post. Don't worry, you didn't get good likes. I know, by the way, until now, sometimes I have under 100 likes. Okay, so.
Oh, that must be bad.
It's bad.
Oh, it's just the algorithm,
I know.
But why did this happen, so we can understand? And just try. I tried a new podcast style quick snippets, like what we were talking about. I want the 15-second ones.
Yeah.
Some did well, some didn't. But khalas, I said I'm gonna do it. We're gonna keep doing it, and then properly assess. So anyone starting off, they have to take so many things into consideration: their content, their reputation, their responsibility, no matter how small they are. You have a responsibility. How do you give back to the community in your way? It doesn't mean, wallah, Flan gave away, I don't know, $1 million. If you, what you can do is 50 riyals, fine. Wallah, there's a good cause that you can go and cover. Go do it. Go do it. Cause. Not everything is numbers and financial, but also it's very important so that you can sustain yourself.
Because in reality, you need numbers.
Yeah,
and
the people
to
that tell you,
stay.
oh, wallah, you don't need money to be happy. Yes. But money is important because it's yani, take care of yourself so that you can help others. You get what I mean?
It's the same here.
You need, yani, you can't have this setup if you don't have money to pay these people.
Of course.
So yes, money isn't everything, but it's very important. It's very important. It's the fuel. It's the fuel of the car. The fuel of the car. You can work for free, fine, but must you eat? You go to sleep. You should have a house. So money is important. You need to think about that. So does that answer your question for my advice to up and
How it
coming?
answers them their question.
One more thing is, and I really want to say this. I have this mindset. My very good friend, happily call him a brother, Ahmed Pato has this. Khalifa Al Haroun has this. We all agree. We have content creators individually, not brands. Individuals. We have an expiry date. Eventually, we need to make room. So we agree that we need to pave the way for the next content creators, for the next people in the industry. Whereas a lot of people are like, oh no, this guy is coming. Let's knock him down. Habibi.
Thank you.
You need. That's. Yani, you're stepping on the small guy. You get what I mean? And plus, it's your duty.
You need to work with others to raise them up, not push them down.
Exactly.
Competition creates innovation.
So exactly. So these two people I learn a lot from: Ahmed Pato, Khalifa Al Haroun, and a few others. In general, I learn from everybody, but yani, mashallah, they've worked very hard on themselves. They're one of the best. And I always see them helping out others. They answer yes. Sometimes they can't answer the phone, but also me, I can't answer the phone sometimes. But because of the line of work we're in, and so many people are connected to us, it's almost impossible. Answer. But paving the way is very important.
And I'm glad you and us and many other content creators are paving the way for new people to get to the scene, get to enjoy the process and innovate and create, and also showing
focus on yourself.
A light that is, rarely seen, for like, especially with their specific niches in Qatar. Like, for example, geeks, we're providing for geeks, where you're providing, could be anything from events, from anything, like whatever you're interested in, create it. There are people there. You can be the first.
You'll hit bumps in the road. Oh yeah, you will have many bumps in the road.
Habibi, just now I hit big bump. The bank.
Oh yeah.
It ate our ATM card. Like, it didn't give it back. Where's the ATM card?
I hate when that happens.
Anyways, it's okay.
But anyways, thank you so much.
We really enjoyed having you here. You gave us so much insight in not only the world of content creation, but insight into you, which is something we rarely see about the content creators and the influencers here in Qatar.
Yeah, well, I'm happy. I'm glad that you guys were able to, we started the conversation, it was all over the place, but as long as you guys are asking the questions and I'm answering, I realized that I have a lot to say, but if you were to put me in front of the camera just to say it, I wouldn't be able to do it. So thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
This is a podcast. We have the conversation with you, and I hope you enjoyed yourself with us.
Yes, I did.
And we hope you'll come back again,
Yes. Always, whenever you guys have anything,
definitely.
we organize.
We will actually come back to you once you had Day 365 of the nail challenge.
La, that's very far.
I know. That's
But I should.
No,
you
that's
guys-
close enough.
You should have me back sooner.
I'm just waiting for you to mess up one day.
okay.
Just wait for you to mess up one day. Just one day.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
All right, guys. So we have Mr. TiQ here. Is that how you pronounce it? Mr. TiQ?
TiQ.
Look, it used to
Yeah.
bother me that people say Mr. TiQ, but then خلاص I was like, whatever. So it's Mr. TiQ because this is Qatar.
Okay, TiQ.
Everyone says Mr. TiQ, Mr. TiQ, Mr. TiQ.
All right.
So,
So we'll go with what's good for you. So we've had Mr. TiQ with us, Mr. Mohannad, and we got some really good insight into his life, much more insight into what it means to be a content creator here in Qatar, and as well as a businessman, and some very inspirational stuff too. It was a very eye-opening podcast. We hope you're gonna enjoy it. And if you have any
Bottle drop.
Oh,
No, like,
the bottle drop.
wow,
That was a good joke.
that was a good one. I'll let you have it because you're our guest. All right.
Oh, let them have it. What are you on about?
Don't let me get started with you, Mr. Narcissist.
Come on.
all right.
He loves to make trouble with me for some reason.
Always.
Is it because I'm Gen Z? Is that why?
Yes.
Maybe.
No. I mean, yes. I
Probably.
mean, maybe. I mean,
Okay,
okay.
millennials. Y'all can wrap
All right.
this up.
And if you have anything to say, make sure to let us know in the comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And there he is, Mr. TiQ.
Peace out.
Peace out, guys.
We'll see you all next week for another podcast from Qatartainment.